Speaking of the man, Robert Wellwood, he kindly joins us right now, just before he is about to hop on a plane to Wellington, Trentham specifically, to watch Hypnos compete for Group 1 glory. Morning, Robert. How has the morning been so far in the preparation for your horse?
Been very busy for us. We've had a team of horses to train back here in Cambridge, so as you say, just on the way up to the airport now. But spoke to Matt, who travelled the horse down. They start Otaki Friday night, and he'll travel down to Wellington as a day trip today. He's very happy with the horse. He's bounced out of his skin, so certainly all the boxes ticked at this stage.
I'll talk a little bit more about the horse shortly, but just want to wind things back a little bit. How has this training partnership been for you? You've been striking enormously well with Roger James, a winner every 6 runners that you present to the races. How's it been for you?
Yeah, it's been super. Certainly bring back good memories of not that long ago, hearing Dream On when that was a super special day. And it's another level now for him this first 6 months of being in a training partnership to have a Group 1 winner. So, really it's a dream come true. I've sort of, for a long time, wanted to be in the industry and training horses, and it's pretty surreal, really.
You've been with Roger for just over 2 years, obviously in association there with the stable. What's different between now as an assistant trainer or in partnership with Roger and your role previously with the stable?
Look, it's just, sort of probably progressed into it a little bit. Obviously, I sort of have a lot to do with the owner's side of things, and Roger and I sort of sit down at least once a week and go through the horses and what programs and sort of throw ideas at each other as to what we think we should do. And two brains is always better than one, so we just work together and hopefully get the best outcome for each horse.
Part of the plan is Hypnos lining up in the Group 1 Levin Classic, and he has been very well supported in the days leading up to this event, currently sitting at $5 with bookmakers on the New Zealand TAB, $7.50 early tote price with just over 3,000 in the pool. You talked about how well he has travelled down, or he is travelling down to Trentham. Obviously, on debut you set him a task because you took him to Waipukaro, so that experience must have been a plus.
Sorry?
You took him to Waipukaro, Hypnos on debut. That experience must have been a plus?
Yeah, absolutely. Taking a horse first time for a bit of a trip like that, you sort of never know, but these good horses, they come of age and really handle it. And he was super that day. He's had a long preparation, but he's really handling it. He still eats well. He's a tough, real athlete, and certainly loves getting out there and racing.
How impressed were you by his win at Ellerslie and the Uncle Remus?
Yeah, super impressed. Like he finally drew a barrier, was able to be put there, and he was a fit horse and probably on that track was a real bonus. He got probably a little bit lucky. I thought he was going to be unlucky there for a little bit, but when he sort of got clear air, he really let down strongly, and he's starting to put every piece of the puzzle together now, so it's very good to see.
The stable and Ryan Elliott is building up quite an association. The stable themselves strike at 6 with Ryan Elliott. Together, the strike rate is 1 in 5. Will you be giving any specific instructions to Ryan, given the horse is drawn maybe a touch awkwardly today?
Yeah, look, my heart sunk when I saw the barrier draws come out earlier in the week. Not ideal at all. Obviously, Group 1 racing, you sort of need everything to be going your way. I suppose we're going to hope for a little bit of luck. Done a little bit of homework around how we think the race will plan out. But look, that's Ryan's job. He's going to have to go out there and do his best. And as I say, we're going to be hoping for a bit of luck in the running as well.
You speak of sort of doing a little bit of homework. Where do you see him ideally situated in the run?
I'd love...
We've just been bumped. We've been bumped.
Pardon me, sorry.
Was that Roger?
must be up at the airport.
Tell us about the tactics. Where do you see Hypnos in the run?
Look, hopefully he gets a nice cosy run. He's sort of forward of midfield. Ideally, we won't get too far off them and get a drag from a few of those horses that are probably going to put a bit of speed into the race.
And after what you saw on that heavy track at Ellerslie, what are your confidence levels like that on a better track at Trentham he's going to be able to show that same dash?
Yeah, look, I think, he was probably just the fittest horse on that track at Ellerslie. I certainly don't think he's going to dislike a hard track. However, I think these fit horses are just really brought into races when there's a bit of cut out of the track. It sort of makes it a bit harder on the horses that are a bit vulnerable fitness-wise. It's
a quite tight trading establishment, Cambridge. You would have kept an eye on Madison County. Is he the hardest to beat?
Yeah, certainly. I think he seems to be a pretty class galloper. From all accounts, he's worked up well into this race, and obviously he's drawn a lot nicer. So I think he's certainly the horse to beat. But there's some nice form lines coming in, and I think there's a lot of nice 3-year-olds on the rise in the race. So I don't think you can underestimate any of the competition, really.
Often car trips are good opportunities to reflect when you're not bugged by people calling you, asking you for interviews. With some of that reflection, what does your gut say about him winning a Group 1 today, Hypnos?
I don't want to get too excited. It would be super to see him do it, but as I say, it's Group 1 level. Everything needs to go right. We've got to have a bit of luck along the way. So, got my fingers crossed, and I'll certainly be there yelling him home.
Thanks very much for your time this morning, Robert. Safe travels, and also all the best with your horse Hypnos in the Group 1 with Roger James. That's Robert Wellwood.